emotions, but loyalty is priceless. Harm on the mind might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'ma need a diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous, all political vipers. Cowards fold, real niggas hold rank, stand for what they believe and won't compromise a day. Never harmonize with traitors, do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of... Everything is lawful. The pressure on, I remember bringing nothing home. Make a little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking. I had a 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9/11, I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your dome. Who ain't no running up? Damn, now I'm coming up. They coming to kiss me, you dumb or what? You drawn, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she know she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason I'm going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westward, no way around it. Heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well-rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a challenge. Get admitted, I'm killing it. Case closed, I don't need a gavel. Know you hate it, don't even matter. New page, still the same time.
Mike, but just never forget that I do not. Always have that fresh in your mind. That I feel absolutely nothing for your pain and your problem. Because I know that all of your pain and problems are a test to make you stronger.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drowning away, you're gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
Seeing if you're gonna step up in
what's world?
You're gonna run
you stick to the end, you get glorified. Let's make it official, I'm one of them. One of the greatest is no exempt. It took me a minute to figure it out. I was struggling, they made a man. I shuffled the deck and I played my hand. Just give me a reason to put them on you. Didn't believe that I had me a vision. Should I believe that you niggas loyal? We giving up game, they fumbling plays. I'm tired of talking, I'm wiped out. Before that we started, they tapped out. I jumped in my duffel and blacked out. What you witnessing is elevation. Glory road to my destination. The haters, it's a celebration. And I put that on my reputation. When the fall, this is a demonstration. You're sick and I know they hate it. One Westward every season. Hot boy, this dedication. I'm giving game, I don't need favors. Go against it, you gon' see the danger. You ain't family, you a damn stranger. I'll beat your ass, I don't need a baby. I don't got time for excuses. I'm plotting on making the killer. I'm getting the feeling, they know that I'm coming, I'm running. Let's get to the business. I'm still playing my post. Taking the rim like diesel. Don't run with too many people. I don't feel none of us equal. None of us equal.
And there are some brothers and sisters that know that so much, they would never leave you. They would never abandon you. Since you have to stay alive here, they'll stay alive with you.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drowning away, you gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. What's world? You stick to the end, you get glorified. the vision. In the ghetto like the pigeons. In the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. Face split the scissors cause my
Ghetto like the pigeons.
We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Nigga, I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage man. I had to get it, it's vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent out. $1 for every dollar you count it, I would be broke. Watching me close, got a better chance, boxing the goal. And they know I'm raw, and they know the squad, and I'm feeling large, still in charge. I don't make follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they hear I'm Mars. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You can focus on the dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, so know you won't fly with me. I'm trying to get beamed up, and y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. I'm here looking like food. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, and y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. I'm here looking like food. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
Yeah. Oh, damn up. Ah, it's real, it's real. Shalom, shalom, it's real. This your priest, Officer Naquab. ISUBK, Under Commander Junior High. Man, tonight is my podclass. Peers and Point. Jalaki at the, I'm trying to get this out. Peers and Point, man. I hope you have your pen and your pad, man. And be locked in and tuned in. Yes, sir, man. You know, yesterday was live for, you know, Nothing But Lies, and you got the Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, you know, they celebrating this evil holiday, this pagan ass abominable holiday, the death and the lynch of our people, you know, and it's just like our people just. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break this down, right? Our people is so numb to this, right? Put it like this. It's like a woman who was in a relationship with a man who beat her, right? That's like our people. Ever since they was a child, they see the mother get beat. So that girl see the mother get beat. So she start thinking that that's love. That's how my father expressed himself. That's love when he beat her. So she get older. She's experienced the same thing her mother go through. And back in her mind, when she go through that, she think it's love. So she get numb to getting beaten. But that's wrong. And that's wrong with the Black, Hispanic, Native American. They so numb to this. This been in our people for years. They numb to the oppressor beating them because they think it's love. And our people so damn blind and they dead to the truth. They gotta wake up and realize that's not love. The oppressor hates you. But our people so damn blinded, man, and they do not see. And I'm gonna say the so-called white man, the goddamn devil, he's the oppressor. So a lot of people who don't have no understand or they don't get it when I'm saying the oppressor. I'm talking about the so-called white man, the goddamn devil. It's just like our people is numb to it. They numb up this abuse, this abuses and this hatred that they have for us. They think like the oppressor hate us so much, but we numb to that. We used to getting beat or getting name called. We numb to it. And we still celebrate the pagan abominable holidays. You know, yesterday, you know, driving around, handling business, handling my family business, doing what I need to be doing, and seeing all these people out there. And then, you know what? The most people I seen out there was our people. Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. I seen them out there popping fireworks. I'm like, damn. What is going on? Our people is dead. And especially in Oregon. Anybody don't know about the state of Oregon it's like the number one KK been for years. I mean, when you take it back in the day, it was black. I'm talking about back in the day, it was black, man. I'm talking about anybody grew up in Portland, they know what I'm talking about. At Alberta Street, MOK, what else? The north side to the villa, all that was like black. It was beautiful. You know, we had it like, it was, you know, the state of Oregon, you know, Portland, the city, you know, it was known for being, you know, white city. But back in the day, oh man, you had a lot of people from, you know, everybody from different places, from California, from Mississippi. It's basically more for down south was up here, Louisiana to Mississippi. My people, we were deep out here at the time, Texas, and then to later on, you know, like I said, we never knew that Oregon was the number one like KK, like the state of, you know, we never knew that. You know, so I did research and look and read, like, what? You know, and when I dig up some more, you know, Oregon was like no black or Hispanic, Native American wasn't allowed here. It was like all whites. I dig up deep. You got to do research. You find out, and you be like, damn, I didn't know, you know, that Oregon was that, you know, and now it's just like, it's like a melting pot. It's like it's mixed. Everybody want to be friendly with the oppressor. They want to be friends, and, you know, and they don't realize they being deceived. And out here, they might don't call you a nigga to your face or say all that. You know, you got a lot of keyboard warriors. You know, they behind the keyboard or behind their phone talking all type of stuff to you, calling you all kind of N-word, calling you monkey, all type of racist slur and all that type of stuff. But out here, you know, they might don't call you all that to your face and all that. But when you get caught up in the system, I'm talking to my young brothers who lost in the world and my young sisters. If you get caught in the system, they going to reveal. They gonna reveal to you. They are the devil. They are the deceiver. They gonna reveal to you, because when I got into the system in my younger days, you know, ripping and running the streets, and, you know, kept on doing thinking I'm getting away with it, and kept on and didn't listen, was hard-headed, didn't want to listen to my father, my mother, and, you know, didn't want to take heed. Man, when I got caught, I'm thinking, because back then, like I said, when I was younger, you know, I didn't look at it, oh yeah, you know, like, oh, the white man, the devil, you know, I didn't look at it like that. You know, my father, he wasn't in the truth, but he knowledge, you know, he's an older man, and he was telling me, he was like, man, he was like, the white man, the devil, he's the damn devil, you know. And I ain't never understood till I got older, until I went through the system and I seen it. It been revealed. The Most High revealed it to me. And I seen it. I was like, damn. You know, before I came into the truth, he revealed to me that the so-called white man is the goddamn devil. Through the system, man, they hate you so much. Oh, man, bro. And like getting an attorney through the system, you know, through the court system and all that. Oh, nigga, they try to lock you up and give you years, something that you didn't do. And you be like, I didn't do it. What you mean take a plea? I didn't do, you know, it just, brother. And I'm telling you, young lost brothers and sisters, you know, come into the truth, man. Listen to somebody who been there. Listen to your father, your mother, your auntie, uncle, grandfather, anybody who been through the system. Listen to them. Take heed and listen. Stop being hard-headed and you thinking that you know more than them. You don't. You didn't experience life. Just listen to them, take heed, because you don't want to go through this system. Once you go in this system, you're going through more hell that we are in. We in hell already. This earth that we are in, I'm going to break all that down to you. The world, what world mean, what earth mean, because like I said, you know, the oppressor, they know how to deceive you and lie to you. And they know how to play tricks on your mind. Have you believe that, you know, that John 3:16 in the Bible. And they love to bring that out too. That's why I said this, before I get to that, just listen to your elders, man. Don't be like, oh, he don't know what he's talking about. She don't know what she talking about. Oh, they old, man. You know, I'm not going to get... I'm telling you, I used to be hard-headed like that. Didn't want to listen. You had to understand the Most High would use who he wants to use to reveal to you, to call you. You get it? To have you turn. But we be so young and hard-headed and stubborn. We be like, oh, man, I ain't listen to that fool. We ain't listen. And then, boom, we go through more hell that we are in. And we can't get out the first. Now we in this deeper hell. And they get deeper and deeper when you keep on going against the Most High. Now you go and do time in prison or do time in the county. And a lot of people, let me break it down. A lot of people don't acknowledge, you know, when I got locked up, right? And like I said, when I got locked up and you got the county and then you got prison, you know. So when I thought I'm gonna do, like when I was doing more time, like 2 years and all that, so I'm thinking that I'm about to get sent up, you know, go sitting up. And I had it all set. And I was like, okay, if I don't want to do my time, you know, and they sent me up and stuff, you know, I'm going to take classes, whatever. I'm going to get everything good. That's what we think in our head. Nah, you know, the plan that you had right there, nah, it's, yeah. The Most High got something different for you since you want to be hard-headed. I did my time in the county hard. Couldn't do nothing. Miserable, you know, suffering, because I want to be hard-headed. I didn't want to listen to my father. I didn't want to listen to my elders. I didn't want to listen. I want to be hard-headed and stubborn. And like I said, man, you don't want to go through that. Believe me, you just don't want to go through that. I was in hell already. Now I'm in deeper hell now. I'm like, damn, I'm getting tortured. I'm in hell out here. And it was terrible for me. And the Most High will punish that. You know, he will punish you, man. Because you had to acknowledge, he gave us the law, statute, commandment for a reason. And he disciplined his own because that's love. He disciplines you. He loves you. And you don't have no free will and be like, oh, if you have free will and you willing to just live your life and keep on living. No, you got life or death. You have a choice. You had an option. You have an opportunity to choose life or death. And life is keeping the law, statute, commandment. Like, I thank the Most High for giving this opportunity, man. This opportunity to be here, you know, like I said, to be 40, you know, I'm 40 and to still be here, man. And I thank the Most High for giving this opportunity because like I got a lot of family, man, who's not here. My brother's deceased, he's gone, my father, my cousins, I had tons of cousins, my partners I grew up with, tons. They even unalive or you know, or they they even dead or they in prison or they on drugs, strung out on drugs and stuff. And like I said, I thank the Most High for giving this opportunity because a lot of people don't know what we go through. You know, I grew up into the hood, low income, low housing, the project. I grew up through all that. I seen that kids as a little boy. I grew up around drugs, violence, guns. I seen it all. And when I got older, I thought that was life. You get it? You know, when you see as a kid, you sucking all that up as a sponge and you thinking that that's the way to live right there. I want to be like, you know, him. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to rip around the streets. You know, I want to get all these feet. I grew up to, you know, seeing that stuff, you know, seeing, you know, my people mistreat each other. That's what put it in me as a child seeing it. Now I'm a grown man, and I think the Most High for giving me opportunity. Now I had a choice to choose. And our young brothers and sisters who lost it of the world, you have an opportunity to come into the truth. I'm telling y'all, man, you have an opportunity to come into the truth, man. I have an opportunity to choose, man. Like I said, I came up hard, you know, and I grew up with both of my parents. You know, most kids I know, they didn't grow up with both of their parents. Like their father been deceased, or their father was strung out on drugs real bad, and they was on the streets, and they barely seen their father, and their father was still here, but their father was like running the street. He was a street, he was a street nigga. He was just ripping, running the street. Or it beat the opposite. The mother was strung out on drugs, and the father wasn't nowhere to be found, and the mother was strung out on drugs. And most kids I know, they were raised by their grandpa and their grandmother and stuff. So, like I said, it was hard, man. And I thank the Most High, I was raised by my father and my mother. Now, my father, like I said, he was a street dude. He was on drugs, but he wasn't on, like, back in that time, growing up in the 90s and all that, he was like, it seemed like growing up in the 90s, most brothers, most sisters, they was fly. You couldn't even tell they was on that stuff. They was fly. They had the long curls and the gold tooth. My father was straight from the boot. He from Louisiana. He had the gold tooth, curly hair. He was fly with it. And you couldn't tell he was on crack. He was smoking that stuff. You couldn't tell. He dressed nice. He was smooth with it. And he was in my life, and I think the Most High, he taught me how to be strong. He taught me how to survive these streams. I think the Most High, that he used my father to teach me how to survive any concrete jungles. And you got most young men, they didn't grow up with their father. They don't know, or they grew up with another man who ain't their father, who was there. And that's still, like I said, that's still good, because they had a male model, a male figure right there who to guide them and to teach them. Like I said, my father, he taught me how to survive the concrete jungle. And like I said, it was good and it was bad. He taught me some stuff, but I still thank the Most High for my father. And you got a lot of young brothers out here, or older brothers, who lost, they beat down their father. Oh, yeah, I hate that nigga, man. That nigga didn't teach me nothing. Nigga, he was on drugs. That nigga was gangbanger. This nigga was in prison. They beat their father down. If it wasn't for the Most High, blessing with your fathers, let's put it like this. Even though, say, the fathers wasn't in your life, you wouldn't be here without your father. A lot of people want to glorify their mother so much and put their mother on the pedestal and be, oh yeah, my mother was here and she was like Tupac, like that son. Even though she a black queen mama, but she, wait, how it go? God dang, bro. And I like Tupac's son, but the son, he said, even though she was a crack fiend mama, but she's still a black queen, something like that he was saying. You see how they glorify the mother the most? And this is crazy. So the father was on crack. They don't do that. They don't be like, even though my father was a crack kid, he's still a king. No, they don't say that. But the mother could be all type of. She could be a whore. She could be a meth head. She could be a tweaker. She could be a crackhead. She could be all dope fiends. And then the book alcohol. They still glorify that. They still will glorify that woman. But they won't do that to their father. And they don't realize, but you gotta understand that the person got it like that for you to hate your father the most. And he got it like the system of, he got our sisters, he got them, he gave them this authority over us or something. Like, you had kids by this, and he's not trying to pay this and this, put him on child support. That's the authority, the power that person give to these, like I said, these lost sisters who don't got it right, up in their head. The screws is not tightening up there. You get what I mean? So our brothers and sisters who lost up the word, you gotta thank the Most High for your father. Because the man whole life, the woman, y'all gotta acknowledge, woman do not hold life. That egg in her is dead. So you understand, in the man whole life, the sperm, that seed that man having, you came from him. All his years ripping around the street or in and out of prison, all that time. Guess what? He hold you. He hold life. You was in his sack. That was, y'all don't understand. You better thank the Most High for your father. Stop trying to put your mother on the damn pedestal and all that type of stuff. And I hate to say this, but it's the truth. At the same time I love the Black, Hispanic, Native American woman. I love our woman, but Like I said, the women of the world, they could be monsters. They could be bitches. And if you look up, they did the most, like, well, I believe, like, what is it? They had the most abortions. And then when you think about that's another what the oppressor give them, that authority, that power to unalive their own child if they don't want it. If they don't want it, they could go to the abortion clinic. And they like never want murder. They don't acknowledge that. Once that sperm hit that egg, that's life. And when you take that life, and when you like, he got me pregnant, I'm about to go to the hell yeah, and our sisters, they glorify lost sisters. Let me get it clear. I'm saying sisters in the church. I'm talking about lost sisters of the world. They glorify that evil shit. They think it's cute. Like, what's her name is? Glorilla, whatever her name is. And I watched the Shannon Sharpen show, and she was on there. And she was like, she have a membership to the abortion clinic. I was like, what the hell is going on with her people? Y'all, y'all celebrate by unaliving your own. Do you not understand it? You taking like that's murder. And females who does that, they should be in prison. They should be locked up. Like I said, if it were run righteous by Israelite, our people were running this system and all that, oh man, it would be justice. It would be done righteous, but it's run by the oppressor, the damn devil. He allows it to happen because he wants you to unalive your own child, man. He wants you to get comfortable and do it. He sit back, he don't gotta get, like I said before, he don't gotta get his hands dirty. But like I said, and then the so-called white man is the goddamn devil. And we gotta get back, man. We gotta come so we can be one fold, one flock, man. Come together and be one body and mind of Amasha Yahushua, Christ Jesus at the word who called his name. And we're going to get to the book of Psalms, chapter 90, verse 1. No. No. My bad. We're about to get in the book of Psalms, chapter 90, verse 2. It said, before the mountain were brought forth. Now listen how, I'm a positive. Listen how the Most High, how this is breaking. I'm gonna break all this down. That King David is talking about how the Most High created everything. Now they're gonna be talking about the world and they're gonna talk about earth. It's two separate things. Watch this. He said, before the mountains were brought forth, before all that, he said, or even thy hast formed, mean created the earth. Earth mean universe, right? Now listen. He said, in the world, oh my God, that's separate. Why is separate from the earth? Word, even from everlasting to everlasting. Thy art God. I mean, God done all this by himself. He didn't need no help. Anything he do, if he sent his angel to do a job, that's his work. But a lot of people is dumb-minded. They don't have that understanding. So let me break it down. Earth means the universe, the whole planet. But when you get down to world means just a state of mind that we are going through. Like we're going to get deep in that. World could be just like the entertainment world, the sports world, like I said, the entertainment world would mean basketball, football, like rapping, R&B, all that is the world of entertainment. That's all this saying. Say that in the state of mind, that the position that you are in, that you suffering. We gonna get deep with this. Like, I could be in my own state of mind, of my world, right? Oh, like Lil Wayne, he have a song. I don't know that y'all heard it. It's old. He was like, it's Wayne world, right? That's the state of mind of our people. Now, like he said, the earth in the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thy art God. Like you got Disney, like I said, you got Disney World. But you have to remember, earth and world is two separate. Earth is universe. World is like the position that our Israel are in. Like I said, you go to China, that's a different world you enter. The USA is different from China. You go to Africa. That's a different world. We're going to get deep in this, man. Have your pen and your pad. I'm going to break it down even more, man. We're going to go into the book of Hebrew, right? We're going to go into the book of Hebrew so we get more understanding. I'm going to go to the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 3. It say, through faith. Let me make sure. Okay. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 3 say, through faith we understand that the worlds, you hear it? The worlds with the S. Let me spell it. W-O-R-L-D-S. Worlds with an S were formed by the word. Oh my God, I thought they would say, world means is this the universe? It means the earth. No, it's two separate things. I told me gonna get deeper in this. Now pay attention. Now listen real well. It say worlds were formed by the word of God. He say so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. Ooh, come on, man. Like I just told you, it was the S worlds. He formed, like I just said, you got Disney World, you got the entertainment world. You get why, like, but they won't teach you this in church. And the Bible say go about line up upon line up, precept upon precept. They don't break that down. They don't give you the understanding. You gotta go by like I'm doing right now, going by line up. I'm breaking everything down. In the church, they would never break this down because they follow the oppressor. They envy thy oppressor and they choose his way. And the Bible tell you not to do things like that. So we're gonna get deeper in this, right? We're going to the book of 1 John. We're gonna get deep. We're gonna break everything down. Our people got to hear this. They got to acknowledge this, man. I want my people to get righteous, man. I want my people to get right. It's time for a change, man. Y'all remember that's that old song. It's time for a change. We are the people. We can do it. It's time. Yeah. It's time for a change, man. Like that song said, we are the people. The Black, Hispanic, Native American. We can do it. Shoot, man. So we're going to the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 16. It said, for all that is in the world, right? But remember, world is the state of mind. The world, you know, I'm gonna break it down. Then you got to read in context, right? A lot of people don't like to do that. Don't have the understanding, right? You understand the state of mind that the oppressor, he it's lie in the world, lie in evil, right? So I'm gonna read this. It said, for all that is in the world. It's talking about us, the Black, Hispanic, Native, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, who lies in the world, right? That is in the world. He said the lust of the flesh. He said in the lust of the eyes, in the pride of life, is not of the fall, it's not of the Most High. He said, but it's of the world. So you gotta understand this. So man think it, it's in his heart. What did the thing start from? It start from the mind. Then it be in your heart, so you see it, breaking everything down. Even if put like you're gonna have some people gonna say, "What, be blind?" Duh, he still can think. It start with a thought, a think. So in his mind, it's gonna be into his heart. So you understand, like it's just said right here. It said the lust of the flesh. He said in the lust of the eyes, in the pride of life, is not of the Father. It's not of the Most High. He said, but it's of the world. Like I said, the world lie in evil. This is this is heaven for the heathen bastards, not for the Black, Hispanic, Native American, not for us. We are in hell, and you could be in deep, deep hell. We are in hell. Don't get, like the Most High. I mean, like Yahushua said, like to the world who called Jesus Christ, like he said that the kingdom is in you. You got to acknowledge that when you come into the truth and you repent and come into the truth, the kingdom is being, and you be at peace and give you that peace. And your heart don't have the trouble no more. You don't have to be afraid no more. When you walk in that righteous path, you're going to be good, man. You're going to be good. I'm just read this again. He said, the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but it's of the world. Now you still in the world, gangbanging, selling drugs, smoking weed, being a whore, being a whoremonger, being a prostitute, being a stripper, having this evil eye towards your own. That's the pride is talking about. And you envy, depressed, you celebrating the 4th of July, all these pagan holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, your birthday, all this, you still, you have the pride of life. It said, the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father. You have that in you, the lust in you, because you envy thy oppressor, you choose his ways. He said, but it's of the world. You of your word. Like Yahushua said to the word called Jesus. He said this. He said, you are of your father, the devil. Let that cook. Let that cook, man. For real, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to I want to read John 3:16, right? I want to read John 3:16. We're going to go into the book of John 3:16. And I remember this when I used to be a Christian, man. We had to know this by heart. It was one of the easy Bible verses to remember. John 3:16, for God so loved the world. Now listen, pay attention. That he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish, but have an everlasting life. Like I said, I broke down world that are people who lost, who Christians, who don't have that understanding, and I broke it down. They worlds mean just to stay in mind, a position that way. Remember that Israel, and remember, see, you got to read line up my line up, precept upon precept. So when you stroll up to the top of John 3:16, you go up to John chapter 1 verse 16, right? No, you stroll up to 1, right? Oh, no, my bad, Chilakia. In John 3, you stroll up to 1, right? To acknowledge that who is Jesus talking to? Okay. It said there was a man of the Philistine, right, named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. He was a ruler of the Jews. So Jesus was talking to another brother. He was just having a conversation. What's going to come? He was just telling, right? A lot of people don't understand that, right? Now listen, okay. It said the same came to Jesus. He said, by night, he said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher, come from God, for no man can do these miracles that thou does except, he said, God be with him. He said, and then, okay, Jesus answered, Shalakia. Jesus answered and said unto him, very, very, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Nicodemus, this is Nicodemus. He said, what? He said, so unto him, how can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter the second time into his mother womb and be born? Come on, foolish, right? And Jesus answered. Jesus was like, what? He said, you a teacher, you's a ruler of the Jews. How you did not know that? But remember, these two brothers having a conversation about what's going to come, right? They talking about Israel. They not talking about the earth. Remember, we broke earth to the world. They just talking about what's going to come, what's going to happen, right? Remember this. So I'm breaking everything down because your pastor pork chop, he's not gonna break none of this down. He's not gonna give you understand. He's gonna twist it. Because the truth is not in him. The love of God is not in your pastor pork chop, right? And he said, Jesus answered, very, very, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of God. He said, that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at this, bro. He having this conversation. He talking to Nicodemus. Ask him. Because Nicodemus didn't know. He's how can he be born again? Then he enter his mama. The second time he old. How can you enter? Your mom. Then Jesus was like, no. No. He's talking about in you. You get it? Your spirit. You can redeem yourself by repenting. You could go get baptized and all that type of stuff, but that's not going to clean your inner parts. You get what I mean? Talking about your spirit. You got to repent. So, man, thinking it's in his heart. If you believe, you are brand new. You are a new creature. So remember that. He broke everything down. He's talked to Nicodemus. We're going to go back to John 3:16 right here. That's who he having conversation with a brother. So they just talking. And he was breaking it down. So he said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Now we got that out of the way. Now everybody, Christian, they used it and they don't have no understanding. But remember, the Bible said line up upon line up precept upon precept. So we got that. He was having a conversation with a brother and telling him what's going to come. And a lot of people say, so it say whosoever, they're going to ask you, so what do that mean? He talking to Israel. Like, long you got this, okay, put it like this, long you have this life in you, that means you have an opportunity. The dead, like the Bible said, let the dead bury itself. When you deceased from here, and you didn't repent, it's too late. You have no opportunity. While you have life in you, you had an opportunity to choose life. You get what I'm saying? So you have to understand when he said whosoever, talking to Israel, the black, Hispanic, and Native American. It don't matter if you're a homosexual, you're a gang member, you're a drug dealer, or you are a whoremonger, or a whore, prostitute, all of this abominable stuff, right? But if you believe in this, if you believe in him, and you repent from your filthy ways, you could be saved, man. Salvation is for you. That's who it's talking about. When they say whosoever, it's talking to the unclean. It's talking to the sinners. It's not talking to the righteous. It's talking to the sinners. And who the law and the covenant came to? Israel. Let me prove it, right? We're going to go to the book Isaiah, right? Remember that the Old Testament came before. And you have to understand, everything Jesus is teaching is from the prophets. He tell you it's from the prophet. Old time, he telling you this. So let's break it down, right? We're going to go to the book Isaiah. Right? I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah, right? Isaiah 45 and 17. Now I remember that by heart, right? It said, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord. It said, with an everlasting salvation, ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounding world, right? Without end. Oh my God. It don't matter what state of mind or position that we are in, suffering, salvation is for Israel. It's not for no one else. But they were like, well, that's the Old Testament, that's all. I'm going to prove it again. We're going to go into the book. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to go into the book of Acts to prove it to you so you can have a better understanding. It's for the Israelites, not for no one else. The covenant, the law, statute, commandment were given to Moses to give to who? The Israelite. It wasn't given to the so-called white man, Japanese, East Indian, Chinese, Asian. Do I keep on going on? The Africans, and those so-called Jewish, those Jewish people, they are Edomites. They are so-called white people too. God damn, because a lot of our people is lost out there. They confused. They be like, well, the Jewish people is different. They not white. Yes, they is. Man, they on the top. They are Edomites. They forefather is Esau. And the most I hate them. They are abomination, man. God damn. Like, it's just like, whoa, our people be dumb or something when it comes down to this. We're going to go into the book of Acts to prove it more to our lost brothers and sisters who are Christian, right? We're going to go into the book of Acts 2, the book of Acts, Acts 2 and 21, right? No. Yeah, the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 21 through 22, right? And in it shall come to pass that whosoever, remember that, this is Paul now. Paul pretty much saying the same thing Jesus was talking about in John 3:16. Remember that. So we can close your mouth. Because y'all don't know the Bible. Because your pastor pork chop, he envy thy person. He shows his goddamn abominable ways, right? He don't teach you nothing in the Christian church out. All he do just want your money. He wants you to come out your pocket, right? He pimping you. Like he robbing you blind. Well, actually, he's not robbing you blind. He's doing it right in front of your face. You just too stupid to notice that you're being robbed and lied to, right? He said, "And it shall come to pass." Remember that whosoever, that word again, whosoever. Woo! Let's see who he was talking to. Shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Remember that. Oh, they were like, what? Well, see that word whosoever again. Remember John 3:16 say whosoever. Remember that. Paul pretty much saying the same thing. I mean, no, it's not pretty much. Let me correct myself. He's saying the same thing Jesus was saying. Whosoever, right? Call on the name of the Lord shall be saved, right? We're going to go to 22. Who he was talking to? He said, ye men of Israel, hear these words. Oh my God. Jesus of Nazareth, a man, a proof of God among you, and by miracles and wonder and sign which God did by him in the midst, he said, of you, as ye yourself also know. Ooh, what? I thought he was talking about everybody, because it's world. Oh, I thought he was talking about the white man and talking about the Japanese and the Hawaiian and Somali and the Africans. And I thought he was talking about Japanese, Chinese, the heathen bastard. I thought he was talking about everybody. No, he was talking to Israel. Oh my goodness. This is Paul breaking it down for y'all cowards who don't know what the hell y'all saying. Man, y'all lost brothers, y'all house niggas. Y'all gotta listen, tune in. Stop twisting the words of the Bible. And stop trying to be a friend with the enemies. That's not your goddamn name. Your neighbor is your people. That's in the book. You not break everything down, but we're not gonna break it down right not tonight. You know, next Sunday, we're gonna break that down even more, right? Your neighbor. You know, I did a class about it months ago about it, but I'm going to do another one about it. Who's your neighbor, right? This is saying that ye, man, the Israel, talking to the black, Hispanic, and American, we are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. We are the chosen people. We are above all nations. We are better than them. We on the top. They below. They the tail. We are the head. Come on, man. Time to wake up, Israel, man. While you got life and the opportunity, come into the truth, man. But that's all Israel. I want you to like, share, and subscribe. ISUPK, under Commander General Howard. Shalom, Israel.
Man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west.